everyone and welcome to a new video on my channel. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope you all are doing very well today. I hope that you have a wonderful Friday and the best weekend ahead. And today I wanted to share with you my favorite products of the last month. I just love doing this video, to be honest, because it's very interesting looking back on which products I really loved and which ones I really used very often. And I just thought, you know what, I just keep on doing them and I hope you like them either. So here it is, everything I loved in September. Alright, so for skincare I actually have a product which I think repeats itself in my favorite videos pretty often every year around this time of the year. So I already started to transition my skincare a little bit, and with that there always comes back this wonderful facial cream. This is by the brand Weleda. It's an amazing brand. They have the best products and very nice ingredients and everything. You really should check it out. And I actually buy this one since I think about 4 or 5 years, maybe longer, maybe a little bit shorter, I'm not sure about that. Every year again around this time of the year, because it's just my favorite thicker like facial skincare cream for autumn winter. And it is I think it's called Almond Soothing Facial Cream. It's the thicker one, it's not the moisturizing cream, it's the thicker like just facial cream. And it's actually very important for my skin since I have quite sensitive and thin skin. I really need to take care of it when it's really cold outside. Also I have the rosacea, I think it's called, on my cheeks a little bit, that you really have to be very careful when it's cold. And this one is just the best thing ever. It does everything my skin needs. It's thick enough to protect it but not too heavy to feel very uncomfortable. It feels very nice on the skin. It smells very nicely, not strong at all, just very nicely like almondy, and I just really love it. There's a whole range with products in the almond sensitive like range. Of course there are many others, but I actually only ever get this one because I just have the best experiences. So if you have a sensitive and dry skin yourself, you might want to try this now that it's getting colder. Highly recommend. It's absolutely one of my all-time favorites when it comes to autumn winter skincare. So when it comes to facial makeup, I kind of tend to stick with the same things at the moment. Pretty much since summer I'll continue to use the same things. Maybe I change a little bit in foundation or concealer or something. I just got back into the Fenty foundation, but just like a few days. But one thing I use on an everyday basis, like 90% of the time, is this bronzer, and I'm not very sure if I ever talked about this in a video before, so I thought it's the perfect opportunity to just throw it in here. This is by the brand Estee Lauder, and this is the super famous and very well-known Bronze Goddess bronzer. It's a huge thing, super pretty, amazing product. Everybody probably has heard about it. This is a powder bronzer. I got this in the shade Light because I'm quite pale. I don't need a dark bronzer, and you can easily build it up. It does enough to make me look healthy and happy, and that's absolutely enough. I don't need a super bronzed face, and if I do want one, then I can easily build this up. I love this a lot now that I use more and more bronzer. I had a long time where I really hardly used any bronzer at all because I just didn't like how it looked, and I never really made it possible to look good. But now I seem to have the right like swift in my hand to make it possible to look pretty. So highly recommend this if you want to splurge a little bit, to invest in a good product. I have this probably since the beginning of the year, a pretty long time. I use this very often and there's not a lot of product gone. I love this a lot. It's really worth the money you pay for it. Also, it has this slight golden shimmer to it. It's very pretty. It's not strong, like if you say I hate shimmery bronzes, there are a lot of shimmery bronzes out there, but this one just gives you a nice like glow, not sparkly at all. It's just the glow which makes it very pretty. And it's very easy to blend and to apply and to use, and I most of the time use it with a bigger, more like a powder brush to apply, because I think it's a lot easier to like blend it everywhere. But it's very easy to use. It's a great product, and like I said, worth the money totally. Okay, now to eyes. I actually totally forgot to check that out if you still can get this, but I have this palette here. It's my everyday eye palette at the moment. This is by the brand Revolution, or Makeup Revolution London, and this is the Soph X Revolution Extra Spice Ultra Eyeshadow Palette. 18 ultra professional eyeshadows in here, and I think the palette itself is just called Extra Spice. They have a huge mirror down inside here, and then these beautiful colors. They're all very colorful, so you definitely cannot call this a neutral palette. Depending on your definition of neutrals, there are like 5 or 6 or 7 more neutral shades in here, so it's not easy to create a neutral eye look. But if you like to add a pop of color once in a while, or make a totally colorful eye look like I did today, I highly recommend this palette if you can still get it. I'm very sorry if you can't, but then I can highly recommend that you check out the brand, because I'm pretty sure that the palette was definitely underneath 20 euros, and the pigmentation is so amazing. You can blend those eyeshadows so easily, they put perfectly together. The glitter eyeshadows are so pretty. I highly recommend that you use maybe an eyeshadow primer, or that you nicely powder your eyelids, or use a base eyeshadow, because I made the experience that with some of the glitters, if you tend to have eyelids which make your eyeshadow vanish over the day because of the crease and the closing and opening, then you definitely should use an eyeshadow primer and a base eyeshadow, because I made the experience once when I forgot to powder my eyelids. So if you think about that, then even the glitter eyeshadows stay on the longest time. I had no problem so far in vanishing colors, especially if you apply like more than one layer. Of course it's not perfect, but when you think about the price and what you get for it, it's a very nice value for the money. And you get 18 eyeshadows. All of them are very pretty, very kind of unique, and I also think the combination of colors is quite unique either. I don't think that I have seen it very often, that there are greens and golds and red and orange tones, so perfect for autumn actually. So if you can get it still, I highly recommend that you check it out. I really love it a lot and use it pretty much every day whenever I'm not going for a neutral eyeshadow look. So love that a lot. When it comes to brows, I do not really have a real favorite product, so I thought I'd just throw in the product I use on an everyday basis, the one I'm wearing now, and it is by Rimmel, and it's the Rimmel Brow This Way Brow Styling Gel with argan oil actually. Yeah, it has quite a big wand for a product like that. I thought about if I say this in the video, but it's actually the truth about what I think about the product. It's definitely not my favorite brow mascara ever. It's definitely not my favorite brow product at all, ever. But I actually use it every day and I do not hate it. It's my everyday eyebrow. I use this all the time and I do not hate it. So I like it. It's just not my favorite of them all. but if you're looking for a quite affordable product which works nicely, then you can definitely check it out. I have this in number 2 medium brown, which I think has a slight like a reddish hint to it. I just realized that today actually. When you look at me, my brows do actually match my hair color quite nicely. Can recommend them if you're looking for an affordable brow mascara product. When it comes to lips, I do know that I had this lipstick in a favorite video before. I wore this lipstick, which I'm wearing at the moment, every single day. This is a Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet Allure. This is in the number 62 Libre, I think, and I really just wear this every single day. It's very comfortable. The color stays on for a very nice long time. It's so easy to apply, so easy to reapply or to touch up. The color is so nice. It's like you see that I'm wearing lipstick, but it's very wearable. I think very easy to combine with many colors. I just love how you open it, that you press this in and then it comes out. It's just the little things, you know. And I just really love this a lot. Definitely worth its money. I really have to check out more colors of this range, but this is definitely a color you get a lot of wear out and a lot of wear because of its gorgeous formulation and its wonderful feeling on the lips. It's a little bit drying maybe, so if you're very sensitive to drier lipsticks maybe, but it's a matte, so kind of expect that. So it's not bad at all. I just really like this and highly recommend it, and I wore this pretty much every day over the last week, so I think that speaks for itself. Okay, makeup removing, I have the same things as ever, even though at the moment I tend more to using micellar waters again. I realized that I might want to change from the Little Cleanse and Polish over the winter time, because I actually realized, I think I said that before, that it tends to dry my skin out a little bit. It's not bad at all, but I have to see if I can use it still when my skin is actually very dry anyways in winter. So I'm going to have to see that, but at the moment I tend more to my Bioderma or any other micellar water I still have. The Bioderma is now empty, so that's just everything and nothing in specific there. Okay, when it comes to hair, again, I don't have anything specific. It's a little bit like the brow mascara. I just thought about which product I used most and I tried most, and it's just a classic which I had before. This is the Moroccan oil treatment in a light I have. It just makes my hair so nice and smooth and looking healthy, shiny, very easy to work with. It's just at the moment my hair has the same problems as my skin. The seasons are changing and I think my hair wants to have a little bit more of attention. Highly recommend this if you have drier hair or if you have hair which tends to be a little bit frizzy maybe, or anything like that. I can highly recommend the Moroccan oil. It's not cheap, but so far I never regretted that I spent the money on it. So love this a lot. I just have a pair of pants here. These are by H&M and I think I've seen them so often, so you probably know them already. These are little like dark wine burgundy red corduroy pants, wide-legged, more like a culotte style when it comes to cut, but in this wonderful corduroy dark red. The color is so pretty. I love this a lot. I wear this a lot. I got so many compliments on it already and I just love them a lot. I think a material which is very strong this autumn winter season. I've seen it very often. Really love these. This is actually everything I can say about what I loved fashion wise. When it comes to accessories, it's actually a classic thing to love and wear when it's going into autumn, and I have my hats. So none of them are like new season so far, but I have a few favorites, like for example this one. This is actually quite old already It's like a little bit of a round like bowler hat. Love this a lot, especially together with the pants I've just shown you, and also then the classic like hat shape for autumn. Bigger black, I just don't want to push them down too much because of my hair. Something like that. Or I have actually one in a suede material. This, well, actually this is already a velvet material, but this is quite old. This is, I think, from my great grandma. So definitely nothing, nowhere to be found. The other two are actually H&M hats. They always have quite nice, classic, pretty hats, which are affordable to get them, even if you do not wear them too often. But hats are always a thing I'm very excited about when it is going into autumn, and I love wearing hats a lot. So watching, yeah, I have actually a few little things this time. Actually pushed myself into trying new series and to watching new things, because I kind of feel a little bit stupid always talking about bones and supernatural or something. I really strongly tend to always watching the same series or TV shows over and over and over again, because I kind of am that person. If I like something, I stick to it and watch it over and over and over again. But this month I mostly watched Amazon Prime. Don't know why, pretty much because I watch Bones there and everything else. So I decided to just try a few new things to Amazon Prime in general, or new things to me. So I tried watching Carnival Row, which is very new, which is with Orlando Bloom and Cara Delevingne, I think. And actually I did not really get into it. I watched like the first episode completely and then started the second one. But it's not like I really need to continue watching it. I will of course watch like the whole first season and see if I like it. Always give everything like 2 chances. But so far I'm not too much into it. I do love the setting, I do love the story. I do actually love everything about it, but it did not like get me right from the beginning. So I have to continue watching that before I can say anything about it. Then also I watched Fleabag, which I loved a lot. I've already only seen like 3 episodes, but I already love it quite a lot. I also watched Undone, I think it is called. It's a very nice, I don't know how they made it, I didn't research that, but it's like a real filmed like real human beings, like a normal reality people, but then there's a filter on top, or it's actually animated, I have no idea. So it's not like a classic animated graphic, nor like a classic like real people graphic. Actually I think something in between, but I love the story a lot either. It's quite confusing, I still don't know what's going on there because I'm not too far into it anyways. But I did actually like that a lot from the beginning. So yes, I have Undone, Carnival Row and Fleabag. So those 3 I started watching, and also restarted watching My Cloud's Daughters because I know that I like that. It has been Opera Month in September and at the end of August actually, but mostly September. And Opera Month means that I'll eat loads and loads and loads of food which is unhealthy. Also like many Haribos and that stuff. Where do I have it? So I actually have a few left, and these are called Bärchenpärchen. So it's like bear couples, pretty much. I don't know how many other countries actually sell them, but it's like a gummy worms or something like that. It's just what I really love about these. It's actually always like 2 little bears, like normal Haribo golden bears. How are they called in English? You can leave me a comment, but I have no idea. But it's always 2 of them, and one side is sweet and one side is sour. I just love the idea so much, and they're so cute. So you have actually the orange and the green, which is orange and apple. Then you have yellow and like purple, which is lemon and cherry. And then you have a purple and a blue, which is berries. But I do love the idea so much of making like a little couple, and one of them tastes sweet and one of them tastes sour, and that's everything I have when it comes to food, because these are very nice. Yes, random, which is not very random, but I really wanted to mention it. Everybody who is part of the opera team, so the whole like company is called Opera Incognita. So the whole concept pretty much is doing pretty much unknown operas in very special places. Like, well, this year we did Aida, which is not unknown at all. but the setting around it was the Museum of Egyptian Art in Munich. So they have like this huge like room, very much concrete everywhere, where they have like special exhibitions, and in that we played the opera. I'm part of the choir, so nothing too special at all. Everybody, or most of the people, it's always like there are a few we do not like too much. I had just so much fun. It was the best time. I love all the people so much, and really, when I thought about what random things or what things I really loved last month, which is not one of the categories, I really have to add the whole team of Opera Incognita, because I always have the best time. It's always so nice, we have so much fun, and I always feel so happy when these are, even it's so much time you have to invest in it and so much energy and everything. But I'm so happy, and anyway, so I really wanted to add that I love all of the people so much, and I had the best time. And yes, just had to add this. And this has been already it, guys, my little favorites of the last month, everything I loved, especially in the last month, or used very often. I hope that you liked this little video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, don't forget to subscribe to not miss my future favorites, and also I would love to hear from you what you think about favorites videos. I do actually think that they are very old school. It's like one of the first things everybody did. If they are actually still something you want to watch or want to see, if you actually still enjoy them, or just think, oh god, another favorites video. What do you think? What is your opinion on monthly like favorites videos? And I would love to hear from you about that. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment about the products you loved and why, of course, and if any of the products I've shown you today are on your favorites list either, or if you hate them a lot and just think, why would you ever talk about them? I would love to talk to you about your favorites either. And otherwise, this has been my video for this week. I hope that you liked it, and that I will see you in my next video next week. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss it, and I hope that I will see you soon, that you have a wonderful week ahead, and that you are feeling all right and everything is fine. So take care, have a wonderful time, and I will see you soon. Bye!